see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Taylor wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He'll start this drive firing. Taking a shot on the first play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. At the 15, he's loose. Wide open spaces. He's inside the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. How about this change? Play it safe, don't make a mistake deep in your own end. Suddenly you're in plus territory and on the attack. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. To the air on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. He's got it all right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Grabs it inside the 15. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Give to the running back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Gets away from one, finds some space. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game, and how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football, a little ballet moment?
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, he's going to be like, hey, where's that dude at?
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw again. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Lee.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always...
Lofts one high and deep. Makes a catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Moving away from pressure. Got his man. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Here we go. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
One-score game, still the 1st half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Bring in the heat. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires deep toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. Go ahead and roll the second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Taylor wants to throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll spread the defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. And back to the air on 2nd down. Running to Green. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. He's got it on the move. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hauls in the deep ball. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Plows through the defense. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
You know, you always talk about a risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And the field goal unit stays put. They tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, 1st and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Whoa, look at the sticky Velcro-esque fingers. He's got it for a touchdown, and now they need the 2, and we'll be all tied up.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to?
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And with that stop, the defense has a glimmer of hope. Listen, clock running down, I'm going to need a miracle, but the offense still, they can put a drive together, make something happen to try to win this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works, but now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of 2 elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to... out of the end zone was not a good one. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming out aggressively. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's back. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look.
Finds a spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete. Turning it on. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. A run for the quarterback. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? The play action fake. Scrambling away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Beck. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The shoot, quick toss to the right. On the move at the 30. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fights off the defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Pulls it in, it's Frazier. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to march their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. He's looking to pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia! The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An 84-yard drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's back. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking for space. It's Fletcher. There he goes. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. It's a running room. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
The head coach and the offensive coordinator have got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on 4th and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. It worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on 4th down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Hurricane. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's back. Buys a little time. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking for a man. It's back. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. Here he goes. Inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score.